Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. So today we have a battle against Baggi, random person offline. So yeah, looking at their team there looks to be pretty cool and pretty original actually. Looking at my team, it looks to be the same one that it is, I should say, the same one that I used in the last game. So what do I want to lead with here? Um, um, that's a good question, actually. I think we'll go with the Earthworm, actually, in this one. And we'll see how that works out. All right. So, there he is. And he's going to go ahead and lead with the Cricketune, which was definitely one of the many options he had there as we lead with our Earthworm. So I think what we're going to do right off the gate here is we're just going to go for an Iron Head, try to get as much damage as possible on this thing. He does outspeed us, goes right for the Sticky Web kind of as expected. That's going to set that hazard up on us, increasing the speed of all our Pokemon. We are going to hit this thing with an Iron Head in return, which knocks it down to about a quarter HP. So this turn, not sure what else this thing can potentially do to us, but I think what we are going to do is we're actually going to go for the Shed Tail this time, see if we can get that set up, as he actually goes for the Perish Song, which is interesting, so that's going to cause us all to faint within the next 3 turns if we stay in, but we just went for the Shed Tail, so we're going to cut our HP in half to create the substitute, and then of course get the pivot out, which is going to be perfect for us. So I think what we're going to do here is we're actually going to come in with the Salazzle, because this thing shouldn't really have a move to touch us with. So we're going to come in with the Salazzle, and we're going to be hidden behind that substitute, as well behind a Focus Sash, which is nice. So we do get the speed reduction off the Sticky Web, which is fine, and Cricketune is going to faint in 3 turns if he doesn't switch out. So we're in a pretty prime position to just go for a nasty plot here, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. He's just going to go for another Perish Song, which is interesting. I don't know if that works through the substitute. Maybe it does. I'm not super familiar with Perish Song. But I am just going to go for the nasty plot here, which is going to sharply increase my special attack, obviously, so it looks like it may in fact work, as his Perish count's going to go to 2, mine is going to go to 3, obviously. I guess what we do here, because we don't want to lose the Salazzle like that, so I guess what we do here is we just go for a Sludge Bomb to finish the Cricketune off, actually. He goes for the Aerial Ace here, and it is going to be enough to break the substitute, actually, so that's going to go away. We are just going to fire off a Sludge Bomb in return at this thing. At +2, it'll obviously be more than enough to finish the Cricketune and knock him down to 5, as that's fine. Our Perish count's going to fall to 2, so we only pretty much have another 1 turn in here before we have to switch out or lose the Salazzle. Now, I'm not really sure how this works since we're carrying Focus Sash. I don't know if that would knock us down to our Sash, or if that would just knock us out. I feel like it might just knock us out, but really don't see Perish Song hardly at all, so I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, he's going to come in with the Honchkrow now, and we do have the Focus Sash, and we have 1 more turn of guaranteed life with the Salazzle. We're at +2, so I think we're just going to go for the Fire Blast here and see what he wants to do. He's going to go for a Sucker Punch. That is going to take us down to about a 3rd HP. We do survive, go for the Fire Blast, and of course, we have to miss the Fire Blast. So that is super unfortunate for us. So yeah, that's super unfortunate for us. So we're going to get taken out by the Perish Song this turn anyway. So I guess we just, it doesn't really matter what we do here, because Salazzle's going down to either the Perish Song or a Sucker Punch. or another attack maybe if he outspeeds us. So we're just going to click Fire Blast again here. As he goes for the acrobatics this time around, he actually does outspeed us thanks to the Sticky Web. That's going to get rid of our Salazzle and knock us down to 5, as it will trip this thing's Moxie to give it an attack increase as well. So I think the best course of action here is actually going to go ahead and come in with the Iron Valiant. So we are going to get our speed cut off the Sticky Web as well, but we are Choice Scarf, so I think we should still be outspeeding this thing even if it is max speed investment. We're going to go straight for a Spirit Break here and see what he wants to do, as we do outspeed thanks to the Scarf. Spirit Break incoming, we are max attack, and that will be enough to just go ahead and one-shot that Honchkrow outright and knock him down to 4, so that is pretty great for us. Only bad news about this is he's probably going to realize that we're Scarf at this point. So he'll be able to plan accordingly, and indeed he does, as he comes in with the Camerupt. So, best thing we can do in this situation, I believe, is just to switch out to our Rotom Wash. We do have the resistance or immunity to both of this thing's stab moves, so that is what we're going to do. So, there it is. And he is just going to go for a Flame Charge, so that is going to do next to no damage to us, a little bit of chip, but it is going to give him a speed increase. So I think we should still outspeed this thing, given that Camerupt is very slow. Now, we're going to be in an interesting situation here because he does have switch outs. So do we want to anticipate the switch out? I feel like we go for the Dark Pulse here, anticipating potential switch, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go Dark Pulse, as he does in fact go for the switch, and he is going to be coming in with the Gastrodon. So that's kind of what I figured he would do, trying to catch the water move with the Storm Drain as we go for the Dark Pulse instead. That's going to do next to nothing to this thing, actually, even Choice Specs boosted. So that looks to be a maximally specially defensive Gastrodon right there, which is bad news, as he does get some HP back with the leftovers. So we obviously can't stay in on this matchup. I think, how do we want to play this here? How do we want to play this? We don't really have a great answer for Gastrodon on this team outright, but I think our best course of action right now is probably going to be to switch to the Farigiraf, so that's what we're going to do. So there it is, and we are going to take the speed reduction off the Sticky Web, of course, and he is going to go for a Stealth Rock to go ahead and get the entry hazard set up on us, which is not great since we don't really have a way to get rid of that, but we'll just kind of have to deal with it, as this thing is going to get some HP back with the leftovers. So if we're going to have any hope of touching this thing, I think our best bet here is going to be to just go ahead and go for a Calm Mind to try and get some boosts set up here, see what he wants to do, see if we can set up with the Farigiraf and see what he wants to do here, as he stays in and goes for an Earth Power. That is going to do about a quarter damage to us, so not too much. We're going to go for the Calm Mind in return, which will get us that special attack and special defense increase, which is great. Trying to set up to do some big damage, hopefully. He is going to get another round of leftovers recovery here, as we are also going to get some leftovers recovery. So I think what we want to do here is we actually just want to stay the course and go for another Calm Mind. So that's what we're going to do. He's actually going to go for a Clear Smog, which is unfortunate. That is going to go ahead and eliminate our stat changes. It's not going to do much of any damage to us, but it gets rid of our stat changes as we go for the Calm Mind again. That is going to give us that next special attack and special defense increase, as we're back up to +1 on both fronts, and then we get some HP back with the leftovers. So he is also going to get some HP back with the leftovers. So interesting, because with that Clear Smog, he actually, what I noticed is he actually erased our speed drop off the Sticky Web, so now we are actually faster than this thing. So we can hit him up with a +1 Psychic to see how much damage it does, as he does stay in. And the +1 Psychic going to do some decent damage to this thing, knocking it down to about half. He goes for another Clear Smog here, actually gets a critical hit. and gets rid of our stat changes once again, which is unfortunate, as we do get some HP back with the leftovers. And then he is also going to get some HP back with the leftovers. So he may very well be going for a recover this turn, which would be quite annoying. So we could either attack this thing with the Psychic, or we could try to boost up again with the Calm Mind. I think we're just going to go for the Psychic here, see how much damage we can get since we know we outspeed this thing now. Psychic incoming. It's neutral, so we'll take him down to about a third HP. He does go for the Earth Power this time around, which will knock us down to about a third HP as well. And then we do get some HP back with the leftovers, as he will also get the HP back with the leftovers. So it's looking like he probably can take another Psychic from us, unfortunately, which does suck. So I think, how do we want to play this here? I think our best bet is actually just to go Calm Mind again in case he is packing Recover and goes for that, although he may be just packing a Water move as his fourth. But we're going to Calm Mind anyway, as after the Calm Mind boost, we should definitely survive at least one more attack from this thing. So we are going to get that special attack and special defense increase here, as he does go for the Recover, so that is what I was afraid of. He does have that on deck. That is very annoying and very unfortunate. So that is going to put him back up to nearly full HP, which is terrible, obviously, as we do get some HP back with our leftovers, and he does the same. So we're going nowhere fast here with this matchup, but we are definitely losing the War of Attrition, but we kind of don't have much of a choice but to just keep playing it. So we're going to hit this thing up with a +1 Psychic again, and see how much damage we can get. And it is going to take him down a little below half, as he does go for the Clear Smog, which is going to get rid of our stat changes once again, and do a little more chip. So we do get some HP back with the leftovers again as well. He does, and I think at this point we might be able to take him out with 2 more Psychics. That's if he goes that road. I think we really just have to play that game. A special defense drop for us would be really nice off one of these Psychics, but we're not getting it. We knock him into the red with the next Psychic as he goes for the Earth Power. We can survive that with 32 HP in the red, which is incredible. And it looks like it's going to be real close as to, after these leftovers recovery, as to whether or not we can take him out with the next Psychic. But at this point, we really just have to go for it. We're both sitting at about a quarter HP here. We're just going to go for the next Psychic and see what he wants to do here. Hopefully we can get rid of this thing, as he does stay in. Psychic incoming, and it is going to be enough, finally, thankfully, to get rid of that Gastrodon and knock him down to, at this point, I believe, 3. So that is a huge headache out of the way for us, as we do get some HP back with the leftovers. So Farigiraf does win the War of Attrition there, which is great, although it is definitely worse for wear on the other side. So now he's going to come in with the Titan, and I think the only thing we can really do in this situation is just stay in and go for a Psychic, so that's what we're going to do. And see what he wants to do here, as he outspeeds us, goes for the Icicle Crash. We definitely can't take that, and that's going to finish our Farigiraf off, knocking us down to 4, but that's okay. Now, how do we want to play this is the question. I'm not 100% sure. If we come in with our Iron Valiant, I'm not 100% sure a close combat would one-shot this thing. But that might just be a chance we have to take. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and come in with the Iron Valiant. We are going to get our speed reduction off the Sticky Web as well, take some Stealth Rock damage. After the Scarf, we should be outspeeding this thing, I believe, so we're just going to go ahead and try to fire off a close combat on this thing, and see what he wants to do here. So, he is thinking about this one. And he is actually going to go ahead and Terrasilize, so that is not good. So he is going to Terra. What type is he going to turn into? It is going to be actually a pure Ice type, okay. So he is going to Terra to an Ice type to get an extra damage output on his Ice attacks. He actually does outspeed us, which is shocking. That means he's probably going to be Scarf himself, I think. And he just goes for the Icicle Crash and one-shots our Iron Valiant, taking us down to 3. So that's terrible. But that definitely, I think, confirms to me that this thing is going to be choice. So knowing that, I think what we do here is go to our Rotom Wash for sure. So this thing has definitely got to be choice Scarf, I think, or it wouldn't have outsped us, because I don't think Titan is very fast. So we come with the Rotom Wash, take the Stealth Rock damage. We definitely just go straight for a Hydro Pump here, I think. That's what we're going to do. I don't think he stays in here, as indeed he does go for the switch. And he is going to be switching in with the Camerupt, which is actually perfect for us. He comes in with that. We go Hydro Pump. He actually is packing the berry, the Passo berry, I believe it is, to reduce the damage from a water attack. The Pasho berry, that is, but it is still not enough to save that thing, as it is X4 weak to the Hydro Pump, and Rotom is just going to get the one-shot kill on that thing and knock him down to 2 Pokemon, I believe. So that is good news for us, as now he's going to go ahead and come in with the Masquerain, and he's going to get the Intimidate to cut our attack. So I'm not 100% sure what this thing can do to us, or what it's going to want to do to us. I kind of want to switch out, because I kind of don't want to rely on hitting a Hydro Pump here. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to... We don't have a lot of great switch options at this point, unfortunately. But I think our best course of action here... I feel like our best course of action might be to just switch to the Earthworm, so that's what we're going to do, to try and scout this thing, see what it wants to do. So there it is, and we are going to, of course, get hit with the Sticky Web and the Stealth Rock, unfortunately, as he is going to go for a Giga Drain. That is going to do some decent chip to us, actually, to the point that it looks like we probably can't take another one. So that kind of sucks. We do get some HP back with the leftovers. It looks like it's going to be pretty close, actually, as to whether or not we can take another one. But I think our best bet here is, because we can't, our Terra is not really going to help us in this situation, so I think we just go for the Iron Head, as he goes for the next Giga Drain, and we actually do live it on 1 HP, which is incredible. That is amazing. Earthworm coming in clutch for us, as we get that epic 1 HP survive, hit an Iron Head on this thing, which takes it down by about to about a 3rd HP, I should say, which is great damage, much needed, as we definitely can't take another one of those, but it's okay, as he goes for the Giga Drain once again, and obviously that will be enough to finish our Earthworm off there and knock us down to 2 Pokemon. So it is going to be coming down to the wire here. I think this is going to be a pretty tough decision for us here, because unfortunately he could actually be choice, though. He could actually be choice itemed into the Giga Drain, but even with that information, it's going to be a tough call for us, because both of our last 2 Pokemon are weak to that. I think our best chance here is actually to go to the Donphan and see if we can take this thing out with an Ice Shard. So we come in with that. We get the hit with the Sticky Web and the Stealth Rock, unfortunately, which does break our Sturdy. And I think our best shot here is to hope that we can take this thing out with an Ice Shard. So that's exactly what we're going to do. He stays in, Ice Shard incoming, and thankfully it is enough to go ahead and get rid of that Masquerain and knock him down to just 1 Pokemon. So that is definitely potential crisis averted, as we are going to get the rest of our HP back with the leftovers, and that is going to reactivate our Sturdy, and that is going to be really important, I think, for us coming into the end of this match here, as his last Pokemon is going to be this Titan. We know this thing should be Choice Scarf, so it has to lock itself into something. We stay in here, and our play is going to be to go for the Head Smash. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and hope that we actually can hit the Head Smash. So that's what we're going to do. He goes for the Icicle Crash. It is Terra boosted. He's going to hit us with that, and it is going to knock us all the way down to our Sturdy. We survive because of it, and we don't get flinched. We go for the Head Smash, and we miss. So that sucks. That sucks a whole lot. So that miss might have just cost us the game here. So the only thing we can really do, I mean, we could chip this thing with an Ice Shard. It's going to do minimal damage, but that's really all we can do, I think, is just go for an Ice Shard to get some chip on this thing. So that's exactly what we're going to do. He goes for the Icicle Crash again. Obviously, it's Terra boosted, so that is going to finish the Donphan off and knock us down to just one Pokemon. So we are definitely in a bind right now, thanks to that miss. That was awful. That could not have been worse for us. So all we got left is the Rotom Wash. The only good thing is, as we come in and take the Stealth Rock damage, we know he's got to be Choice Locked. I think our only hope here is we have to bank on hitting Hydro Pump. So we've been getting very unlucky with misses this game, but I think that's all we can do is go Hydro Pump. So he goes for the Icicle Crash, has not missed a single one, of course. He's going to hit us with that, and that is going to knock us all the way down to about a quarter HP. We go for the Hydro Pump, and we miss the Hydro Pump. So yeah, that is awful. So yeah, that's awful. So we are pretty much done at this point. We're just going to click Hydro Pump again with seconds left on the game. He goes for the Icicle Crash, is going to hit, I think, is either his 4th or 5th one. And that's definitely going to take the Rotom out, and that is going to be that's going to be it for us. So yeah, that is going to be the game. So we are going to lose that one 1-0 to Baggi. That was a great match, though. Very close, very competitive. The hazards definitely hurt us in that one, 100%. But all the misses were absolutely brutal. I think if not for the misses, we probably could have had that. I don't know how much damage the Hydro Pumps would have been doing, but the Head Smash miss was really, really bad. Because that one, I think the Head Smash probably would have one-shot that thing. But unfortunately, obviously, that did not happen. I am usually pretty hesitant to blame losses on luck, as you guys will know, but yeah, those misses in this one were really, really brutal. But you know what? That is the way the game goes sometimes. We've been on both sides of it, and yeah, what can I say except for that is Pokemon sometimes. But that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.